Hello. Good Friday evening to all. Put that in there before, but I didn't know. To all. Put that in there before, but I didn't know. To all. Go. Put that in there before. Yeah, it's all better now. All is well. All is well. Yeah, I know I had this scheduled for 5:30 my time, but I went and changed it. I don't know. I was doing some messing around on there, and you know, here I am. Well, at least three lurkers showed up, right? I think I got this thing all done right. Hmm. That's better like that. Fuck. Now, that's what I tuned in, did I? Hmm. So I had to shut down the other computer. What is this? So I had to shut down the other computer.
Hang on, I got the YouTube talking.
Yeah, you do. Thought it was me again.
No.
What?
Nothing is wrong.
Would you butcher that name? You butchered that name for me now.
Because that's how we say it now.
The
Duh.
bro, not just Brofessor.
No, we gotta put this one says the professor, but my screen name on my avatar says the. I think.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
Let's see. What no, it says the professor.
Yeah,
If I'm a
man.
professor, a bro, gotta speak, ebonics with the whole deal.
Yeah, well, that I had that in mind when I came up with the Professor thing.
Right?
I
Duh.
understand. I understand Ebonics.
No, you had black people on the bus. What do you
Well,
say, brother?
I've been around people all my life like that, so
Wait, they got
you can't help but pick up on it because you're a captive audience.
you stuck right there. What's going on, Tom?
Nothing. Nice sunny day. The temperature cooled down. It wasn't the 90s, and what did I do
Yeah.
today? I cut the grass, went out and about, and did some stuff, and
Is this your regular time slot? What you say your
well,
regular?
when I was in the Philippines, I was doing it at 7 a.m. their time. Would be, I think, 8 a.m. on the East Coast for Kiko.
Yeah.
So I was messing around with changing this, and then I I just put down 4:30 instead. I don't know. So I'm sure everybody else that saw it, is waiting until 5:30.
All right. I'm like,
Except, except for those of us that have nothing better to do.
do that.
What was you saying?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I just said it. True that.
Oh, before I cut you off before.
No, I didn't say. I wasn't saying shit. Then I don't think.
No, okay.
Just sick of this fucking weather.
Yeah.
Raining now.
Hey,
Raining,
Tony, Ronald.
Hey, Christian. How's
Christian,
the gaming world?
Up and down.
Down, huh? Hot and cold, left or right?
hey, you get heated when you in that game, man. You be like, you mother.
Brought you
Yeah. Every time they do something new in the game, the pro gamers really play a lot.
Where's your Viking of Norway thing at?
Now it's here.
It's there.
I don't see it.
It's at the top corner.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
see
no. The bottom.
The bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, where it says your name.
Oh,
You got, you got me. You got Ronald.
yeah. I'm secretly,
It's like when I came home, I fully expected that because
Man,
if you leave ink cartridges sit without using them, it'll dry up. So when I got home, I told my son while I was gone. I know he didn't listen, but I said, replace that because I want you to print out my statements from, when I get my bills paid. Because I don't care what anybody says. If you don't have a paper backup, you're screwed. My word against yours, and you're the king, not me. So I go. He didn't do it, and I went there and ran a couple copies of something. Fucking perfect.
If you see now, none of us shows the name.
Sure.
So I think that's something new.
No, but below where I have me, Dub Professor, and there's nothing by you. There's nothing written underneath it. You see that?
It's a dot. Yeah, I see that because I just put my name as a dot. But on the screen, normally in StreamYard before, you see here it says Viking of Norway. Under there it say Professor. Under yours it says Tony, but they taken away that. So it's only so it's only us in the panel who see the name of the people in the panel.
Well, you're not on mine though.
No, but that's easily fixed.
I should be able to see that, correct?
No, because I wrote my name as a dot, but now you should see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't know you were up to some
Don't confuse him.
off the wall shit there, man. I didn't know. Just sent me an email or something. I don't know.
Because it don't help.
What the fuck? What in tarnation's going on out there?
If it's any comfort, Ronald, it's really raining here today too.
Oh, good. At least I got some comfort now.
Shit, hot and sunny here. Started out nice too. Man, listen. I always hear what people say about tornadoes, but on this past Monday, I had never heard it like that in my life. This was like hurricane winds. It was making noise. I've never heard these noises before. They always say that freight train thing. I heard this like that. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I've never in my life, and that wind that uprooted a whole lot of damage, man. Oh.
I know you saying I picked a fine time to leave a disaster to come to a disaster.
Yeah. Well, none of my old trees didn't lose their limbs. I tried contacting I got a number of a friend who's a route supervisor now, and for the bus company, and he has a landscaping thing. So I don't want him to cut the whole tree down. I just want him to cut the branches that would take out a wire, power wire, internet, electricity, whatever. So all the rest of that shit, I only need him to cut off 3 foot off the top or something like that, you know.
All right.
So I thought it could be a pretty good price on that since he owes me, but I don't know what kind of hours he's working yet.
All right.
So the guy that he didn't give me the guy's number. My friend Richard, Black Richard, he called him at work. He gave him my number, and I wasn't back yet. So I told him, well, you know, he said he was doing whatever. I said, well, when you got time, you know, unless he's out there looking at a time point on the route and he's going to bust you, then it's cool. Because you get written up, man. This guy I worked with, Frank, he was so gun-ho. He was less anal, man. He was just, you know, we call them blue legs because they have blue pants and white shirt. And I was sitting at a time point once. I was like 3 minutes early. So I figured all right, I'll leave a minute early. And I left a minute early. And I look at my mirror. That guy did a U-turn like it was a cop chasing a crook, you know, just squealing the tires and shit. And he gets to the bus and he goes, I was sitting there and you still went through there. I go, okay, I was wrong. What? Yeah. You know, he was all ready for a confrontation. I go, yeah, I was wrong. I go, well, what? Like I snapped him out of a trance or something.
Hey, Craig.
Craig is here. Oh my God. Craig, no work this weekend? It's Saturday by you, though, eh, Craig? I saw this video. The Indian dude that feels it necessary to do his own policing in the Philippines puts out another video today, and I can't help but think about. I think, don't you have a life, dude? You know, you talk about these people that scam. I said, if I'm a foreign country and you're sticking your nose into our stuff, I tell you to get lost. It's none of his concern. You know what you're talking about is just it's just a micro dot of the big picture. So, you know, I mean, if somebody gets on there and they have hardship and somebody wants to give something to them, then go ahead. Who gives a shit? But this guy is he must not have a life. No overtime this week's. Oh, yeah, there you go. Weekend off for a change, huh? I thought you worked a lot of Saturdays. Oh no! I just cut around. I just cut around the limbs that are laying on the ground because I can't move those, and I don't have a desire to move them. So I just mow the grass around them and then do the front.
All right. I've had so many weekends off. I don't know what a weekend is.
Oh no, man! Dude, there was 19 years, man. I didn't get all of it. And when I was kind of newer, what did I have? When I had 2 weeks vacation or 3, with all these paid the personals we got, and I stretched it out into a month. So I had 1 month off, and I started doing it every year from year 7. So I didn't go anywhere. I would get up in the morning, drink my coffee, walk a little bit, come back. Sun come up, you know, do a little eating, drink beer all day till I passed out in the driveway laying there. And then I woke up, I went inside until I felt better, and then I went back.
So you were preparing for retirement.
Yeah, you know what? I now that you mention this, we had a guy at work that passed away recently. He reminded me of that toy maker in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. You know, he put a lederhosen on him with that hat. His name was Steckbauer. He had his wife's last name. He got hit. He got off of call duty early a couple of years back and pulled out of the lot in the back. And the police were chasing a car. He got hit. at 85-mile-an-hour car. So he was off a whole year. You know, it fucked up. He had a Ford, I forget the name of those, that sedan they had before the Chuck. But it fucked that car up, man. So he had all this stuff done, and then he passed away like 2 weeks ago. And I'd see these ladies at work have this Facebook page, for the people in the transit system. That's probably where they do their bitch, and I don't really tune in too much. But they're talking about him. You can't take it with you, And I thought about that, and I thought, what a fucking stupid statement that is, because you can't take anything with you. But when you work all that time for a couple things, he has a family, and he likes to keep his family taken care of. Plus, he's beefing his pension and his Social Security. So, when somebody says can't take it with him, that didn't guarantee he wasn't going to die. I mean, he may have ate meat 5 days a week. I don't know, but I mean, come on, man. That ain't what killed him. I guess he had a heart attack, but it's a shame, though. I mean, I knew the guy. The guy had less time than me, and I always took that spot from him. But there's no such thing as working too much, Because I told this one guy, one of our work friends that is married to a Filipino. He's a big dude, Jay. And Jay just works 40 hours, or he'll call in sick because he's got FEMLA, and he'll go down and make money on the side, doing whatever. He'll go to estate sales and buy the junk. So he buys the junk. He takes off of work to buy junk, which he makes less than he would have in that day he came to work. But he says, why work more than 40? I said, for a couple things, Jay. Your pension and your Social Security. Because I worked always a lot there. In the last 3 years I was there, I would have 4-day weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I still worked. I paid off a car in 11 months. I saved up a lot of money that I ended up buying this house with. That didn't end up as a good decision, but my pension is higher, and my Social Security is higher.
Good.
So I got this sister that wanted to beat me at everything because she's older. That's it.
And you help the government get a lot of money.
Nah. Well, they make money, but I get mine. I get mine in the end. I don't look at it that way, because if I'd have been one of those guys that said, well, I'm just going to work 40, I wouldn't have got what I got. I probably would have been $400 less.
Yeah, I understand that, but not everyone is happy with working until you are 70 years old.
Oh, no. Well,
and then you finish working, and then you maybe have 5 years left of your life to enjoy all the money you work for.
You don't know that.
No.
So I did that, and it was stressful and all that shit, and I kind of my health suffered a bit. But here I am sitting here talking to you. I'll be 2 years retired this November. I'd have never been able to do that if I was in that factory I was in. That pension sucked, and I'd had to work there. And my cousin just retired. He's my age, and he left because it's going down the tubes. So there's different ways of looking at it. But the point of what I'm saying is that a lot of these people that say they're only working 40, my dad only worked 40, and his pension sucked, and we never had much. But you're doing it for a couple of reasons. You're not doing it just to be doing it. Anything over 60 hours here in the government is you're getting less. They're getting over half of it. But you got to look at the big picture. They take the 3 highest years by us, the transit system, and that's your formula for your pension. So
Yeah. If you see at the big picture, at least here in Norway, you pay 70 to 75% back to the government from what you're making. So you're working your ass off to give the government 75% of what you earn.
Mhm.
that's one way to look at it. But I looked at it the other way. The things I mentioned. Yeah, that
Right.
sucks. That sucks to do that, but there is a reward at the end. And
Yeah, I
That
don't s-
guy
I don't see it as a reward to work
oh,
50 years for the government,
you know why?
and
You know
and you
why?
have and you have a little pension when you finish.
No, I got a good one. But I'm
I know
saying,
you got a good one, but if
but
that
you're
money
look,
was
you're,
supposed to be your money, they
you're
wouldn't have taken so much out of it. You would have had an even better retirement if they didn't take so much out of your shit.
But I can tell you this from the age difference. When I was 50, I didn't look at it that way. But
I'm
I'm sure happy that I had enough seniority that I could pick a job where the most hours I ever got in a week pay was 105, and
telling
that check with deductions was $1,600 after
and
tax.
you know
Yeah,
what they say, Tony. Everything happened for a reason. If you hadn't had that accident, we know you would have been working to at least 65.
No, I'd have been at a 62 period.
Why?
With this job, with the job I just had, the factory job, yeah, I'd still be there.
But the bus driving job, of course not.
That
Instead,
I was looking forward to. Hey Kiko, I was looking forward to cutting that short. That was always a goal of mine. I said, my dad's parents 63, my grandpa died, grandma was 61, and my mom's mom was 90 something. But I thought, you know what, if that's going to happen to me like that, because I know what I'm, hope, who knows, maybe I will live as long as my father, but I don't see it. But I got 2 extra years out of it. I cut out of there early. And if I'd have never had that job and I'd have never made the money I made, I wouldn't have been able to do that. And I'd
that's
probably
right.
I'd probably have a stroke by now, honestly.
Now, my boy Mike, he tells me about this dude, a greedy fucker. He got up to retirement age, was ready to retire. They asked him, "You ready to go?" He's 65. He said, "No, I'm on work 5 more years."
Oh,
This idiot didn't know he worked all the way up to 70. He maxed out, on the credits at 65, and he gave them 5 years of free labor, thinking he was going to get more.
Hey, that happened. That's funny you say that because that happened to a couple of guys by me. One guy, Willie Lanier, his wife died. They're
The
married like
baseball player
long time, and
or the football player?
the only thing that was making it worth him working were these extra trippers, we called them, where he had the overtime. And when he found out what was happening, then he retired. But this other guy, Dennis, he nice guy, used to be in management in a Subway or some shit like that, or one of those joints. And he goes, "Yeah, I think I'm going to go down there and see, how much my pension will be, because you could do that by request. They don't do that no more because they're pricks." But he went down there, and he found out that he was only getting $83 a week. he was only getting 80. He maxed his thing, and he couldn't get it anymore. And when he found that out, he was like, "Oh fuck." It was a year though, but he was still under 62. So I accomplished that part. But that can't take it with you stuff, whatever floats your boat. I knew all my life that ain't no way I want to work till I'm 65 or 70. Fuck that. So I'm in a good place right now, and I can't complain. I really can't.
yeah, but many people may work as many hours as you did before, but don't receive half of maybe the pay you had. For me to work, and the government
You
take
have to throw the modem away.
and the government take 40% of my pay every month.
Out of your house. And once they do that, they come in your house and take your shit.
What did they take out of your house?
Well, and then taking out all this, well, they knew what my paperwork and shit. But now I got it in my closet and shit, and locked up and shit. But anyway, yeah, you know how it's what you have in your house. They can steal what you have in your house. I know already. I'm looking for the police department and everything. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Are you going to call Comcast for another box?
Nope. I don't want another box. I don't give a damn anymore. I'm done with that. Back to my regular TVs and keep it like it is. But I can't afford to have this shit going on.
Roger that.
Yeah.
But by me, Christian, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to do that every three. You didn't have to do that every year of your working life.
All right, my brother. Good looking out.
Later. They took your 3 highest years. So.
Oh man, did you just hear this? This brother calls me up talking about, hey man, I had to throw the modem away. I said, why you had to throw the modem away? Because it pretended to have a camera in the modem, and somebody came in there and was stealing my stuff. Now that's what happens when you abuse drugs.
Camera in your modem.
He said there's a camera in his modem. Somebody came in there and stole some stuff out of his house. Hey, Hart, what's going on, girl?
Hello, Hart. You know I'm bad. That's why.
Yeah, man, you know, somebody probably told your friend while they were smoking a bowl. They probably discussed that.
Oh man, I'm telling you, this is what he do, Tony. This is what he do. Now I'm talking to you right now, right? I'm talking to you, a Christian, and then I'm saying something to you, and then next thing you know, he's like this. Hey, Christian, wait a minute, can't you see I'm talking to somebody? All right, holy shit, who are you talking to?
Oh boy.
The boy been smoking crack, meth, everything get his hands on. Now he's fucking brain is separated from reality, and he's seeing all these demons and whatever. And he's man, somebody came in and stole my book.
You know what though? It could be he could be part of his mind was going that way anyway. The weed didn't help, you know.
Well, the weed didn't do it. It's the meth and that crack cocaine. I mean, did you hear him talking on the phone?
Yeah.
He was I'm doing my police work. You ain't doing no police work. You're in there talking to somebody that ain't there. Me and Mike go over there every now and then. You don't care who's in the house. He'll just cut off like he got Tourette's. I'll tell you,
that motherfucker might. Oh yeah, it's like Tourette's, hey, motherfucker. I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
Take him out to a restaurant, go eat, and he starts.
All right, you know Christian got sex on his back and on his mind.
Oh Lord. Yeah, he's the pervert of the freaking group.
Hey, we gotta have one in the family.
Yeah, he's the freaky deaky of the lot.
I'm the director.
Yeah. Yeah. Laying back in the bed with a boner. Hey.
Yeah, get that frame. Yeah, get right there. Like what was that skit that Dave Chappelle did when R. Kelly was supposed to be peeing on that young girl? And then his grandmother was standing there. All right now, Robert, make sure you get it in her hair.
Hey, you know that ex bitch, what's his face? She's on national television talking to people about her bullshit. You know, I mean, fucking Johnny Depp's ex-wife.
Oh, Amber Heard?
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch the whole thing. I was channel surfing and I saw it. I wasn't listening very well.
It's not
But when I
anymore.
saw that, I thought to myself, if I shit in somebody's bed, I wouldn't go on national TV for nothing. Because because they're gonna believe it. They're gonna go. Your average person is gonna say, Hey, that's that chick that shit in his bed.
It's not Amber Heard anymore. It's Amber Turd.
Amber
Heard,
Turd.
yeah.
And the girl, you know, the pretty girls are the evilest ones you can find.
Yeah. Now I have been following about 85-90% of the court case and everything around it.
It stinks.
Dude,
There is not one true bone in her body. She
No.
can't tell the truth.
she's
Nope.
fucking she's pissed because she ain't living the life of leisure no more.
No, she
Uh,
thought being pretty. She thought being
anytime-
pretty was gonna get her over.
Anytime that a high profile case like that, whoever loses, they're gonna whine on that. They're gonna whine their ass off on national television. To
Well,
me,
first of all-
and I ain't kidding when I say this. If I was her and they knew I shit on a bed and I got to sit there with millions of people hearing that, I'd be ashamed. I'd be ashamed to show myself.
No,
Tony,
she tried to say that it was the dogs that did it. That these small dogs shitting these cubes.
I'm telling you, I can kill Boston.
Hey, you know what? Hey, now you bring up that shit thing. I saw this video. I don't know what it was on, man. I can't if it was on that what was that one Tumblr they took off. And this nice looking girl's bending over this table, and all of a sudden I hear her go to the guy, well, oh, it's coming. And I thought maybe it was something sexual. She dropped a fucking turd that when it went splat when it hit the floor, you know. It was it was a big room to hear that thing go like a fucking wet rape.
But you know, they got people out there that into that, Tony.
Hey, no. What? And she was a good looking woman. What was it possessed? She's got to be a crack whore because who the fuck in their right mind would do that?
They got freaks out there, Tony, that have people. They like to see people do that. You know, they got the fetishes for all the plastic, rubber gloves, piss, poop, the whole nine.
That many?
They got all of them. That's some freaks out there, man.
Holy cow! Oh.
There's some freaks out there. Now, I'm one of them freaks because, you know, I'm just
Well,
freak, but I ain't got no specific.
No, there's some dark shit out there. Very dark.
Yeah, did you see the bed? It was dark.
Yeah. Yeah, those were dogs that shit in his bed. It wasn't me. They got a little fucking poodle that dropped a deuce that was like had a 2-inch diameter, you know.
Yeah, what the fuck were they feeding?
Oh yeah, that was the dogs. I would feel real good. I'd go out, yeah, oh yeah, that was the dog. No, it was the cat.
Ain't no dog gonna get up on no bed and poop. No way, never.
No, fuck
Ever.
no.
A puppy might do it, but not a big dog.
No, yeah. It's just
A grown dog? No.
and they don't think nothing of it, man. You know, sometimes people don't realize, like Trump, there's more than the people in the fucking room watching this, you know?
And he the only one believing it.
There's millions of people.
Right?
Hey, Sleepy Joe said he's running for a second term.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
His own party don't want him doing that, man.
Hey, between the three of us, we all, I mean, roughly our ages, we are 169 years old. The conversation done got down to poop.
Yeah, poop, man. Well, you can only go so far, you know. Then you got to go back and spice up the old shit, you know.
Yeah. I mean, but the conversation just stinks.
Hey, I skipped school a lot back in grade school, and as kid, we were walking around the alleys because there's an alley in between each, you know, that separates each block, and this friend of ours got up on this guy's. His guys had a 60-something Bonneville, and he took a shit on the windshield.
Oh man!
And as he's taking that shit, he smeared, and the guy comes out.
Dang!
I goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And we were like, oh, we couldn't believe he was. We got the hell out of Dodge, man. Oh, so what's her name had to say for herself lately there?
Who?
JB.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I haven't either. So what? Last week when she was on here, I think she was on here.
Was
Might
that
be.
last?
No, she wouldn't be farming, man. Well, no, it's only 6 in the morning there.
6:05. She wouldn't be doing nothing.
Yeah.
Getting breakfast.
Probably a crack and whip got her dad to construct something the right way.
That man be getting his beat down.
Hey, what are you doing? I told you not to do it that way.
He be getting a beat down, but he know where the bread is buttered.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the trade-off.
Mm,
But believe me, the laziest of people will be okay with it until they go, and then all of a sudden they want theirs.
Well, she been carrying them for 17 years.
Yeah, ain't that something?
Mm-hmm. So
Boy.
you ain't really everything that's in there is from her work.
Yeah, there ain't too many people in America that'll do that.
And not many people in Korea do that. Those young Koreans now with the big money, they leave the parents off into shit and squalor. They don't even care.
Them Filipinos, they love Filipino women love Korean soap operas and shit. They like
You gotta tell me. My daughter black. She watch it.
They think that Koreans are the best looking Asian guys out there.
No, see, because that K-pop, they got twisted. Them are all girls.
See, my wife shouldn't have left. Oh no, not one of those fucking.
Yeah, they not boys, they girls.
Okay, just like Tina Turner too.
Yeah, Tina Turner is a man.
You know what, Ronald? I saw commercials yesterday with Serena Williams, and I must have that shit. What you said about that in the back of my mind, because I'm looking at her going,
That's
looks
a
like a
big ass girl.
I go, man, it looks like a fucking guy, but
Look like a dude with makeup.
she got strong thighs, man. Yeah, she does look like a. This guy, I had this guy get off my bus. This black dude had this white makeup on his face, trying to look probably like some Asian chick or some shit. And I look over to my left, and there's a UPS driver sitting there looking, laughing his ass off.
You can't believe it either. Now, for me, coming from the black community, I mean, once you get successful like the Williams sisters, and you got all this millions and millions of dollars, and they still supposed to be female, and this baby clock ain't ticking in their head. Not black girls. You know what I mean? Black girls get knocked up on the regular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And neither one of them got a baby. Venus ain't got no kids. Serena got a baby from her husband. Well, and she might have been a surrogate. Because that baby ain't nowhere near dark as fucking Serena.
That shit happens.
No. You don't take white milk and mix it with chocolate milk, and then you get light. You're supposed to get lighter milk. Black beans. Hey, trust me on this one, Tony. Black man, white woman, black baby. White man, black woman, black baby. That's how it goes.
Well, it could be light skin with the hair, with the Frodo.
No, if they're going to fuck around and tease that baby's hair, make it look like a little curly haired baby.
The only time, that shit feels like a Brillo. It feels like a Brillo pad on your face.
I know, Tony. You can't mix it. You can't break the black gene.
No, well, they could have had a great grandmother that had a white father. Look at who's that guy who played for the Yankees? He thought he was the first mixed one in his family. Jeter. His great grandfather in the slave days, he was white.
Yeah, Derek Jeter can't pass for white.
He could pass for like Puerto Rican or something.
Yeah, but Puerto Rican ain't black.
Wow. Here and there. And then we go into another ship sailing. Forget about that.
At least we ain't coming out of the bowels of somebody's a-hole.
Yeah. So what do you think of that, Craig? You decide to come in and get in the panel here for that?
So he had to do something first.
How you doing, everyone? Good.
What's up, brother Craig?
Hey, Craig.
I went to Walmart the other day, and I
I'm
said, well,
glad
let me
you made
see,
it
let me buy a couple more of those N1 shorts. You know, I got a red one, some other aqua or some bullshit.
What
And I
about
thought,
12
well, I said, why I went there was to buy like two packets of regular, not V-neck, because my wife stretched these fuckers out. It looked like a bum, and then I would be ready because that's all I'd wear over there, you know, white T-shirt with whatever. And her mother said, "Well, why you wear them bigger?" I said, "They're loose on you. Then this shit ain't tight, you know."
Mm-hmm.
So I go there, and they don't have freaking any. All they had was 3X. Well, I don't know anybody is 3X, and they had small.
10K.
I said, every guy in the what do you call it? Must have been in there shopping for the same shit I was.
Hey, Kiko.
What's up, Kiko?
You ain't allowed to come on today. What's going on?
Hi, Luz. There you go. So you're back in the States, are you, Tony?
Yeah, I'm in an undisclosed location here.
Yeah, right.
This is just my green screen behind me.
He got detained on the airport.
I got my appointments in July for my doctors, so then I'll be able to milk an extra couple of months of prescription medicines. You know.
What's up, Kiko?
Hello.
Hey, Kiko.
A little shy today, are you?
Well,
You-
no,
were you-
I can come up, but I'm going to be leaving soon because I got a buddy, my childhood friend. He's in town from Alabama, so we're going to go to his sister's house and talk for the rest of the evening. I guess.
Just make sure you don't go shitting in the bed, though.
Nah. Yeah, I heard that conversation.
Yeah, well, he ain't married to an Amber Heard though. See, he ain't got to worry about
Oh,
Yeah,
is that
freaking-
where that story started, or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it. Well, it started with a meal. And
Well,
then
let's just put it at our age. We never intentionally do that.
Don't it all start that way?
it started with a meal and ended up a mess.
Hmm.
Well, if we go to a Mexican restaurant, that might happen.
Kitchi.
Yeah. You had one here called it El Fuego that went out of business like 6 months.
Yeah, that we
It was
got.
nice. It was a nice place, nice decor in there, you know. But
They call it Montezuma's Revenge.
well, there's a million Mexican restaurants, you know. It's just like everybody. There are too many, and the ones that have been around for the longest time are well established. So people, you know, they go to the same place all the time because they get the same kind of food they're accustomed to. And to open up a restaurant is a hard business anyway. But we got our fill of Mexican restaurants in the Milwaukee area.
But ain't nobody worried about Mexicans taking over Milwaukee, are they?
Nah, I lived around them all my life. I lived around a lot of people, man. So
All right.
for me, when I'm in the Philippines and I hear somebody say foreigner, I don't feel that way because I've been around people all my life, you know, from different walks of life. So never thought twice about it, you know. It's just what it was. You either like you or you don't like you. It didn't have nothing to do with where they came from or all that other good
I
shit.
can't see anyone from down there wanting to come up in Wisconsin and spend a winter there.
Hell no.
Nah, I don't want to.
They would never. When they talking about 72 degrees, it's cold.
I went
Shit at 72 degrees.
I went to see my mother, and my mother's in a assisted living place now. Only she's by her, she ain't assisted. Some of the place is and some isn't. It's well kept for. It's been up about 25, 30 years. Still looks good. And I told my mother, I said, I put this chair for her together to sit in the shower. And I got the screws and I'm screwing away. I go, okay, them short ones for the back. And I go, what the fuck? I turned it over and I had these little peaks of plastic. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I didn't put the other bar underneath it for the back. because the screws were like that for a reason.
Mhm.
So you could get both of them in there. And I told my mother, I said, you know what, I can't handle that ride back here, man. My son gets married, that'll be the last time I come back. And I said, Mom, if you die in the winter, I ain't coming back. She said,
Oh,
she
okay.
said, she says, well, she kind of laughed. She goes, well, I'll be dead. I won't know.
Yeah, she don't know.
Well, see, I got my sister, they left the wackiest one in charge of the money part, which is bad news. And so I had my mother give me mine because my dad passed first. So my mom said, after she goes, there'll be like 1,000 for us four.
Mhm.
Now my son will be here. And if I don't tell her, my sister, to her face, give this money, whatever I got, give it. I don't care if it's $5, whatever. Give it to him. Give it to Alex. Because if I don't tell her that, she'll say, 5 years from after the fact, she'll say, well, you weren't around.
Damn.
Fucking bitch justifies everything, man.
Well, that's what
And
she do.
She tried telling my cousin, damn, forget her name. And she was at my dad's thing. She's about 60. Oh, man, she's good looking, 60, 64, something like that now. And we always try to get a hold of her for stuff, and she never comes around. She always wants to do something, but she never, I sent her a message. I say, hey, what's your brother's phone number? Mark, your brother Mark. She'll look at it, but she won't tell me.
Oh, damn.
I'm thinking, what the fuck? Ugh. I forgot what else I was going to say. I forgot, man. That's my freaking.
Isn't that wrong?
Yeah.
PTA?
What the hell are
We're
we
talking
talking?
about it being cold in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, the last 2 days here, it was in the 90s. And I
Here
golfed
too.
both days. And I thought, man, I don't know about going to the Philippines.
Here
After,
too.
after those last 2 days, I said, I
Hey.
don't know if I like it.
Did you have? We had lots of tornado action, but last Monday, did you hear me talking about last Monday?
No, I didn't. I missed that.
It was the wind. The wind was making noises like I've never heard in my
Oh,
life.
that's right. I did see that. I was going to message you on Facebook Messenger, say, hey, you still there? Dorothy, wake up. You're not in Kansas anymore.
This was freaking hurricane type shit.
Yeah, they
It
showed
was-
the straight winds, man. It was.
Oh
it was
my God.
moving.
9 random emails is here.
Oh, no. Not the 99 random.
Oh, 9 random.
Yeah,
Well, I'm adding
where did
9
he
more.
come from?
Yeah, I have no idea, man. Jeez. Well, he's got 2 girls there, half naked, so that might be a clue.
It's a very nice thumbnail.
Oh yeah, my sister. My
LOG.
sister was telling my cousin. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna be, at the time 62. She'll be 60, fucking 3 this year. Yeah, and I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna collect." I said, "No, you're not." I said, "You don't even have enough work history. You don't, you don't know what you're talking about." The mother cousin looked at me because I knew shit. So my sister, a short time after that, she's over at my mom's apartment, the one where the crazy niece attacked her. And I said, hey, she said, oh, do you retire? I said, yeah, last year. Oh, I said, well, how come you ain't retired? Oh, I got to work I need another 3 years. I said, I told you that shit, didn't I? I said, listen, I told her back then, I said, you'll find out, because if they have to tell you, you're going to feel like shit, because you got your hopes up. And
Was she trying to max out, right?
no, man, she's worked here and there all her life. She drives a school bus right now, and she was saying to me, "Oh, I'll get a lot of Social Security." I said, "No, you won't. You'd be lucky to get $800 because all her jobs were shit jobs. She didn't make much, you know." So she I said to her like this, we didn't get no argument that day. And I said, well, look at it this way. You're probably gonna have to work the rest of your life. Because I said no man will have you. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking that, but I didn't say it.
Don't be cruel.
And I said, look at it like this. I said, when it comes to the end, and the stress of having to do it stops, it's easier to do because you could tell them to F off anytime after that you want,
Right.
And so you just work there. You work your full-time job. You work it part-time, So, hey, what's with this guy? He gets a hello from him, and has he said hello to Chris lately? I don't know.
I don't think they are on speaking terms.
No.
No.
Why is the other guy acting like a bitch? Is that what that is? But anyway,
You know
What's
who that
new?
is, Craig?
Sorry, Christian.
No, I don't.
That's my other channel.
Yeah, I thought
is
so. You did that before. You used that same
Yeah.
title, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I learned something.
what's that? What did I
So
do?
did you get 9 random emails one day and that sparked you off or what?
No, it's an old argument happening on YouTube between me and some other
Yeah.
parts.
Okay.
So sometimes I know he's looking.
Oh, he's paranoid.
So-
Craig's good friends with him.
Yeah.
You got the ultimate ban, man. You were banished.
That's right.
That's some low shit, man.
And it really had an effect on my life too, I tell you.
Oh, really? Look, it ain't been the same since. You can't eat right.
Someone the other day, a couple of days back, I seen someone, might have been Jimbo 360 or someone put out an email, not an email, a video on YouTube about him. 5 things you don't know about.
Oh, I seen that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
I saw it a couple of days ago.
It's kind of pointless, though, isn't it?
It was totally. I was hoping for heaps of dirt and shit, but it was just trivia shit.
You know what I thought? I think it was done probably influenced by himself because it was nothing. It was just here he is, he lives here, there's his names, he got a wife and kids, and that was about it. So
Yeah, I was.
that
hoping
really,
for
yeah,
tabloid
yeah, it wasn't nothing.
Anyway,
So it's
You-
just like me poke him in his side. Every time he see that name, he think about what's happened. So
just okay.
Yeah, that was last year, wasn't it? It's been over a year, I think.
yeah, must be longer than that.
I don't even, man. I just, I think that raw sewage channel is, this guy is just like, you don't have nothing to do in your life that you gotta to try to get the police or sick the dogs on these people that you think are bad news, in your mind, and the 20 fucking other subscribers, I mean, if you wanna give, if somebody wants to ask, they can ask it. And if they get it, they get it. You know what I mean? You can't. What is that saying that what's his name said? You can't. All the evidence in the world can't convince an idiot to change his mind. I mean, that's what you want to do. That's what they do. More power to you. Just I'm this. Sucker's a sucker. But this guy, I'm thinking to myself, they have agencies and such to monitor shit, to take care of stuff. They don't need some freaking cab driver, fucking, by Bangladesh, by way of Bangladesh. We're going to find this out. Oh, we alerted the what the fuck you did? You know, the guy probably hung up the phone and just fuck it. Forget him. Oh, we'll look for that. Thank you.
Yes, it's the. It's always interesting.
Yeah,
Sorry.
my life is a lot happier that I don't give that shit except for now. I really don't give it too much of a thought. I just and it doesn't work me up. The last time that guy had one, he included the aforementioned guy, and I'm thinking to myself, you can call anybody you want to. You're getting pretty close to slander there. You know, you can't go around with fucking accusations. You know, somebody said that that's defaming somebody, and one guy said, "Well, don't you have to have good character to get defamed? You know, in the first place." But that's all. You know. But that's none of that dude's concern what the world does. Besides, it's a minuscule. It's the dot of a pen in the universe. You know, not even that. So.
Yep. Oh, excuse me.
Right there, now we can get on to happier tones. Now we got all the lurkers back.
So what time is it currently now where you're at, Craig, in Oz?
It's 8:26 a.m. Saturday morning.
Saturday morning? Yep.
Yeah. I got confused because it was when I seen notification whatever for your live stream, it was saying 7:30 Australian time, and I'm thinking, Jesus, Tony's up early in the Philippines, going to be doing it at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. But then when I switched you on, I seen a different background, so I figured you'd gone back to America. But
the things that make me up there is the sun. Even though they don't have daylight savings, the sun's coming up a little earlier. You know, but yeah, that's sunlight. I'm up, man. You know, I'm ready to go for the day.
So are you gaining more weight, Tony?
No, well, I gained 3 back since I've been back.
So you would have a struggle
3
in
what,
Norway.
Stone?
I lost 20 after I got back.
You would have a struggle in Norway now then, because
What?
now it's at least the last 3 nights. It's not been dark. You can see outside.
Well, I hate it. I thought you were going to talk about some fish or some shit that you got to eat.
No, you say you're up when the sun is up. So
Oh, well, the sun makes me, you know.
How many hours of darkness do you get right now, Christian?
not much. Maybe an hour, maybe 2. But it's not totally black. It's you can see around you.
So you're up all the time, Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, well, sorry.
But any time of the day.
It's a little dark outside now. Going to be dark for maybe 2.5 hours more. Then it start to be light.
What time is it by you? 11:30?
No, 12:30.
12:30. Yeah, you're in the north there. You got like that. You almost like Alaska. Alaska. That's 6 months. Actually, ex-wife had her brother up, and I met the guy finally after 20 years. I mean, 16. I was married to his sister, and he lives in Alaska. His wife's Filipina. She came from the Philippines, went from one extreme to the other, you know. And I said, "Don't that bother you?" You know, no. She said no. You know, that 6 months they had to use the shades and all that shit. Because now Alaska's known for hunters and meth heads, you know.
It's a good combination.
Yeah, well, you know, when the state gives you $1,000 a year, you got to party, man. Yeah, you know, them boys, you can tell by their bank account.
Middle of winter here. It's going to be about 14 degrees Celsius today. That's it. We had
14.
Yeah, we had 10 days of rain. like.
Gee. I had a lot of rain there really is really a certain rainy season where I was at, but it rained a lot. But the good thing about that was it wasn't a couple of times it had the all night rain. I mean, just brutal, man. But it was, it's pretty good weather. I can't complain about it. Better than snow. I guess we didn't get much snow here this year.
Okay, fellas, I gotta go. I'm gonna go meet up with my childhood friend and enjoy the time with him while he's in town. So
he's from the South, so you better watch your back.
no, he's from here, but he's just living there right now.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Have a good time, Kiko.
All right,
Yes,
thanks. Take
yeah.
care, fellas.
Bye-bye.
Great.
Yeah.
So, see you next week.
Night, Ronald. Bye.
Ronald is missing. He's probably on the toilet. See, we always get these up to 6 lurkers and down to 4. Man. They might have one.
Yeah, that's
No.
that's why I came in with the name I came in with, because
Uh,
it's only 4 of us talking. So
well, I know Daryl looks in. He said hi once in a while.
Mm.
But what we talk about is nothing new.
It's good to catch up. I tried to come, but last week, I don't know.
I haven't seen you for a
Stream
while.
was there. Yeah, probably a couple of weeks. I don't know.
Oh, Jamie's probably out there in what's his name? Bud.
I don't know if she's there yet.
I don't remember saying she said anytime she'd be leaving. I don't recall. I think there was something that the cars that had to get ready with it or replaced or whatever.
Yeah, no, her license needed to be renewed.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw her on your stream last week. I watched the replay some stage during the week in the middle of the night when I was on night shift, because I come home when it's quiet on night shift. I come home and answer the calls from home. Just so I'm not going to sit in the car all night. I'll just sit in the thing and had it playing in the background, whatever.
Her and the girls are doing good.
It's good.
Yeah, I watched her on Twitch. Yes, yeah, I think it was yesterday. She played
Rich.
Twitch. Yeah, she played some war games.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying you've been switching back to the games again, Christian.
I play Fortnite every day.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you've been doing like mini live streams and stuff.
Oh yeah, I done 2, I think, or 1 or 2.
Yeah, okay.
With gaming.
Yeah.
But I had 2 viewers, so.
Okay.
2 viewers. You're like that dude Charlie. I stopped. You know who that guy is, right? I stopped by his channel once, and he says, "Oh, thanks for coming." Yeah, I was like the only one, man. Oh, well, he does all this. He does all these gaming, man. But nobody else ever. I don't know. I guess watching him playing a game, people don't get excited about it or not. Whatever, that's his deal. But he's got all these subscribers, and none of them ever. Every time that I've passed by his channel, there's never more than 2 people with that. I guess if they're all playing games, they can't be checking in if they're all playing, right?
Oh, you can read messages, but if you are in a war, it's hard to read at the same time that you trying to whack someone.
I missed Vladdy's conditions for stopping the war. I missed that. I haven't heard. He said if the NATO does such, or Ukraine or whatever does such and such a thing, that they'll stop. What I think is they're running out of bullets. That's what they're running out of. They probably, I think, well, more than half their army or their army's been desecrated, man. So like they almost expended everything they got in their arsenal.
I think Russia is bigger than we think.
Nah, bullshit. Them fuckers talk. They said they got an economy the size of Texas here. That's all they got, and they keep greasing up these old pieces of shit. And plus, you're getting a lot of new people that are going, "What the hell?" That they're not into killing people as much as they thought. But the dudes, they're weak. China sees that now. What do you think they're thinking? Huh? Well, that'd be a good time for somebody to move in on them now, wouldn't it?
Well, Russians weren't weak under the World War, as I can remember.
Yeah, they stuck it out, man. They lost millions of people died, but I'm saying in
They
today's
lost
world,
more than anyone. They lost
You-
20 million civilians.
You try to come up here in the northern parts and try to outlive Russians or Norwegian or Alaskans people. You will die in the forest. We will just laugh.
yeah, we're trying. I'm trying not to make. I'm trying to keep that from happening. Hey, I drank too much dew. That's why I'm getting a little bit of the belly back there.
When you stand outside and you pee, and before your pee hit the ground, it's ice. Yeah.
Well, we used to have some bitter winters, man. And winters here. When I was a kid, there was a major, not catastrophe, but there was like a major snowfall every 2 weeks. It was like, and then and everybody had rear wheel drive cars. That's when people used to come together and push everybody out. That's all that, people that you fighting with during the year, come wintertime, you didn't give a shit who it was. You helped them out. But this past winter, I guess here, my son said he only had to shovel a little bit.
But every time I see it come snow in America, I wonder, when you have your driver license, do you have any driving on the slippery roads?
No, they don't do the test like that. But here's what I did. After I got mine, I've been driving since I was 12, but I'd go to an empty parking lot, a big one, and I would see. They give you all that shit to study, this, that, and the other thing. Well, till it happens. But I used to go through a parking lot, a little bit of speed, and I'd hit the brakes and see what would happen to the car. Every car I always had. Is it going to pull? Is it going to, is it going to go this way, that way? How long is it going to take me to stop? So that helped me quite a bit because but still. There's shit that you're defying everything, because when you're a teenager, you're going, fuck that, I can take care.
You think you are.
My car keeps cutting out. It's Saturday night. I'll go get dads and put up them flashing lights that they put in the construction zone so nobody takes his spot, because there's 2 houses per lot. And then I go out and fucking, I look at this. The other guys might notice, but he left a piece of paper on the steering wheel. It said, "Do not start car, blanket on engine." And I thought to myself, who the fuck would put a blanket on a cast iron? What difference could that make? So I started it up. Broke all the belts, man. and at that time, that was 1970, 77. It was a 3 belts. It had no serpentine, no such thing.
No.
The whole thing cost $21. My dad goes, he didn't give a shit what garage it was. He just went to one and goes, how much it cost to do this? The guy told me, goes, go ahead, do it. I drove his cars like the people that drift with those little cars now. That's how I drove. That's how I drove his Buick LeSabres and shit like that. I did things that car wasn't meant to do. I came out of after I forget where the fuck it was. And you know the medians in the road, they got that little concrete island sometimes.
Oh,
And so I come out of there, summertime, and I punch it, and the car kicks out, slides to the rear end against the island. It goes boom, and I thought, oh man, they didn't break nothing, So the next day, me and my dad are in the car going somewhere, and some guys tried to flag him down. He's going, hey, have you ever seen Chevy Chase in Family Vacation? Their car when the wheels were like this. That's on my dad's rear. That fucker was going like this, man. My dad, I don't fucking know. Yeah, I had to pay for it. It cost. I had to get a brand new rim. At that time, was $15 was a lot. And he goes, he's paying for it. I don't care. And he had a muff. He went hunting one weekend and left his van for me to use. And me and my friend went to a public hunting ground. It was raining, so we didn't, we just drank. So the next morning, we're on the way home, and all these cars are trying to catch up to me. I'm going, what the fuck is going on here? And it turns out the muffler fell off, but I didn't know it. I didn't hear no different. So my dad comes back. My dad comes back from hunting and asks me buy a new one. I said, I didn't fucking do that. That would have came off. So it all worked. It all evened out, I guess, man. But he didn't like it when he went into the trunk. There's something in those blinking barricade lights. There was two of them in the trunk. Those are the ones I used to block the parking space with. He goes, what the fuck is that doing in there? I go, oh, man, I don't know. I saw him laying there and picked them up. I learned to lie. I learned to lie a lot with him, man. Uh-oh, here you go, man. Uh-oh. You didn't fix your zipper, Ronald.
I'm in the house, man. I ain't got time to fucking worry about it. I took my piss. I'm in there washing my my filter pictures, right? Because it was getting grimy and shit inside the white cap. You can see all the sediment that comes out of the water and shit.
Good enough.
I had to clean them bitches up. Then I had to piss, running water. So I grabbed me a fucking mayonnaise jar. I pissed in the jar in the kitchen.
Oh.
I couldn't make it, man.
With mayonnaise in it?
No.
Woo, that'd be a thin spread.
It ain't mayonnaise no more. If it was, it's relish. I couldn't wait. That water flowing and you standing there. Now I ain't got time to piss on myself. Fucking zip, man. And then ain't nobody in this motherfucker but me.
Fucking jealous when you saw that running water, huh?
No, that motherfucker, that running water get you going. When you think you ain't got to pee, turn on some water. Shit, you'll be right there.
Yeah, if I don't do that, I'll be up, pissing because of
Lord, tell me that.
Extremely enlarged prostate or something. I don't know.
Hey, that when you know your prostate's working.
You get older, you don't have the time frame you used to have, do you?
Fuck no, you ain't. Oh, the bathroom ain't but a couple of fucking feet. I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna try to make it. I'm just gonna do what I'm doing.
It's perfectly
up in here. I ain't gonna whip it out in the kitchen.
It's perfectly normal in the Philippines that when you're on like a bus trip or anything, side of the road guys, face opposite the bus, of course, and they piss. It's just you just do that. It's nothing new.
You ain't even got to be on the bus. You can just be coming out of Kokomo's, smoking a cigarette, just run around and see.
So they got so this one we were on a bus to Naga up there where Father was from, and somebody I don't know if it was the guy was from a municipality or whatever, but he was charging 5 pesos a piece to use the
a lot of the bus terminal, they have those bus terminals to stop at, eat and piss. They always charge at those.
Well,
I know
we were guys, so we didn't have to squat like the women,
it's they're not worth going in, really.
Listen, I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you
this. You done ran off with this pissing.
I gotta tell you this bus story about this old lady, and it was raining out like a motherfucker, and I knew she was homeless. I could see that. And she must have been dusted by a couple of people. But I thought I'd be the good guy, and every time you think you're the good guy, you get fucked. You know. So I get this lady. She got all this bags and all this shit, and I get to the layover. And I said, "Look, you gotta go now." You know. Yeah, I mean, she pissed and shit, stinking. So it's taking her forever to get off the bus. And once she does, I'm standing there in the door. I got my phone out because I'm looking at whatever. She walks out the door right in front of it against this concrete wall, and she starts pissing. She drops her sweatpants and she's pissing. And she says to me, "You ain't taking no pictures, are you? That'd be real embarrassing." I thought, what the fuck is this? What is this? Are you gonna be kidding me? You're worried about me taking pictures, but you're pissing right in front of me.
Oh, Tony, I saw this video of the Black Filipino TV. You seen it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw his picture, this video he had out. Him and the wife walking toward the market, and this elderly Filipina, she's standing there. Jay's walking toward them with the camera. She just dropped trowel right, lift up her dress. Jay said he saw all the crust and crud.
Oh shit!
He just squat right there. I said, "Damn!"
No more. Say no more, man. Hey, did you see that funny video about that? Whoever put that out? Oh, that raw sewage guy put out about Sunshine Shoulders and that other guy.
Who? Moonshine Shoulders?
The one of him getting
No.
kicked out of the Philippines.
It's a
Something
funny
about him.
video. It's a funny video because he keeps rewinding, going, and Sunshine Shoulders said, "I gotta leave. I gotta leave."
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I think.
Who did that?
I don't know who did
Clickbait
that.
title, he was getting kicked out of the Philippines or something.
Yeah,
like
that was fuck. I say raw sewage. I don't even remember the real thing now.
Was that raw sewage?
No, you know that one I was talking about earlier.
Oh, Andy Omar?
No, not that guy. The other one with the Indian dude that never shows his face and shit. And
I thought that was
that.
Andy
The
Omar.
raw facts or something.
raw facts. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch that video because he's got that other guy and him going back and forth. He go, "I gotta leave." When they go to the other guy, they go, "Gotta leave." I guess he was according to this know-it-all guy. He was from what I gathered. And Craig, I don't know if you thought this, but it seemed like this guy was kind of accusing him for running a whorehouse or something.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Huh? It's kind
Yeah,
of far-fetched, huh?
Yeah. I've watched Sunshine's Shoulders videos a few times. I think he's okay. I don't know.
I've never watched a lot because I just don't care for the channel, but I have nothing.
Yeah.
I had nothing negative to say about it.
No, I've watched, like, if, one of the top, not it, I'm not sub to him or nothing. I just watch sometimes if I come across it,
But I gotta say that that video was the funniest one I've ever seen for a long time, really.
Okay.
gotta
It's
leave.
all, everyone's just, I don't know.
You know how much time this person takes to do that, and it's like I often feel like going and saying, comment and saying, get a life, man. I mean, go do something positive in the world instead of worrying about who you deem begging.
Yeah, you're just trying to ride off someone else's channel for views. Just make up shit.
You
He's
can
got
tell.
7 videos of Sunshine Shoulder.
He what?
He got 7 videos of Sunshine Shoulder.
Really?
Man, that's obsession.
I only saw the latest one because
6
I don't
days
look-
ago, we got one. Then he had one 4 months ago. Then another one 9 months ago. Another 4 months. Another 6 months. And then I got another one in here 10 months ago, 2 months ago, a month ago. What is this? What he calling him? He calling him Sunshine Shoulders. Then he changed his name to What the fuck did he call him this time? What? With the brother down there. Got a brother down there eating chicken, calling him Son Slime Shoulders.
All right. You know, I it's one thing to say something like that on a channel, but this guy that says it doesn't even show his face. You know, he leads you to believe he's in America again, and who fucking, I mean.
But like
You
Craig
know,
said, he's just riding off some type of shit. I mean, that's all he's doing. He got 10K in here.
When you wake up in the morning, are you going, hey, gotta haven't acted like an 8-year-old in a long time, you know, maybe it's time I do that today.
No, Tony, all these fucking idiot haters got idiot haters too. They like to see this shit.
But the way he pieced that video is kind of funny. I was laughing, man. Him and that other guy. Gotta leave. I gotta leave. Everybody that he said that the law was coming down on him, they're still there. So what does he know? You know.
Second time was in the hospital there where it was discovered I have a heart condition. It's true. I don't know what's going around. It seems like all the guys on YouTube
That's it, Tony?
Yeah, well, yeah, no, that guy's the guy that's stuck. He's the one that got on that Brit not farming in the Philippines thing because he was just laying it to Chris like crazy, you know.
See, well, he's trying to get away with this bullshit Section 107 of the Copyright Law Act of 76, talking about fair use for the purpose of such as criticism. He's not criticizing; he's defaming them. That ain't part of it.
That there's a big difference there.
Yeah, that ain't a law.
To me, if I'm YouTube, I'm saying to him, I'm saying, look, you need to stop this now, or we're gonna bounce you. Period. Mm-hmm. Because you can't keep saying that somebody's stealing and low light that don't pay. You can't keep doing that shit because you don't know. You don't know. He only knows him. He only knows him from the super chats. That's all he knows. He don't know any personal financial information on any of these people. And like I said before, you give them money, that's up to you. You want to be the doofus, to go ahead, do it, but don't get on. I mean, you know, if it's people like that remind me of that Van Deaver guy or whatever the fuck his name was. You can't keep doing that. And I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about somebody else's personality. A lot of us only know each other from here. You don't know that guy personally. You know any of those people personally. You know?
That's exactly right.
And defaming, hell yeah, even a regular person can be defamed. So don't, you know. He needs to be just like a person that's anybody that's obnoxious and this and that. They need to cut his channel out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if you don't like it, don't watch it. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Well, the only 2 times I have happened to see that what the fuck is that called? I forget, man. I keep saying raw facts. I keep wanting to say raw sewage all the time, but
because that's what it is.
But every time I'm skipping through and I'll go, oh, let's listen here. There must be something new here, you know. And then he's got somebody different, like the guy in Bohol. You know, they're talking. Well, the person that fails at everything they attempt, maybe you should go back to the States and go work, you know. But that's his life. That's his situation. That's his problem. You know, it's nobody else's.
Yeah, but you don't get away with defaming somebody saying I'm taking money from as a charity.
No, that
proof under freedom of speech and copyright, all that, and fair use. No.
You know what?
YouTube
I think
is away with it too.
I think it was a cop. It was a cop that told me. Now I don't know whether they were lazy or not, but when I had this guy spewing obscenities to everybody, saying F and N, F and Mex, F and fucking everybody, Finally the security guys, after a half hour, they catch up my bus. I'm like, what the hell, man? I call them guys on the layover. I said, this guy is a problem because he's harassing I picked up people from the industry for the blind. So he's making all these people feel uncomfortable with his comments and shit. Then he's effing N-word bombs all over the place. So finally they get there, and he gets off the bus. You know, they take him off the bus. Security, if cops they would have had to do some work. So they let the security get there first. And I asked the cop, I said, hey, you know, ain't that fucking fall underneath the hate speech shit?
Yeah.
And he says, unfortunately, that falls under freedom of speech. I said, you got to be shitting me. If that guy, if a guy on the bus that's black and he calls him a name and that guy gets up and pummels him, he's going to get arrested for assault. but you can't do nothing to keep. But when you try to keep that from happening, it's okay. You can do it. Yeah. Oh my God. And I saw that guy again because my friend Richie was driving. I said, Rich, that's a guy that, you know, and I heard him say something back to like, and the lady goes, well, maybe you'll get kicked off the bus. He goes, well, time will tell. But he was a piece of shit. The guy was a piece of shit. The very next night, that dude got on my bus, the white dude. And he tried getting on my bus. No, fuck no. You know, I ain't supposed to be denying him. I'm like, nah, take another fucking bus, loser. Take that one to the airport there where everybody hangs out at night, you know. But the guy just, he was an Archie Bunker with throwing in a lot of F-bombs and shit. That's what he was. This guy was, oh my God. I thought to myself, we got routes in the inner city, Route 12 and Route 22 and 23. And I thought to myself, why don't you go on one of them fucking buses and say the shit you're saying? Because guaranteed, dude, you're going to get fucked up, you know? And I don't need that book. Then I got to write shit up, man. I just want to get in there and go down the road and be done with it, you know? But you get paid for 10 minutes if you fill it out. Well, usually it's more involved than that because your supervisor is going to ask you the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they watch the film, what happened? You know, well, I tried to keep this from happening, but nobody seemed to be too interested in it. So that dude, he was sleeping on the bus, and I relieved a friend of mine, and he was. I go, well, no big deal. I didn't know the guy then, you know. I said, why is sleeping? Well, I only got to make one trip. That's all I got to make. I can go up and down. That's it. This fucker made that. Man.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Check this out. I just got finished reading this article about the NRA, and they don't want no gun restrictions and all this, you know, because the freedom, because of the Second Amendment, you know, has the right to bear arms. Do you know, back in the 60s, and then they don't talk about this, but back in the 60s, when the Black Panther Party was up and rising and they carried guns, then they said, no, we have to limit black people from having guns because the Black Panthers was carrying guns just like they were. And they was like, well, we can't have black people having guns.
No.
You know what I'm saying? What happened to the everybody? You know what I mean?
I don't have a problem with these semi-automatics because you don't fucking need one. You really don't. And what does that tell you? What are these people? What kind of human beings are these people that run this shit? Yes, you don't need that. You don't need that kind of weapon. You don't need that kind of weapon.
For what? It's only for the moolah. And then, you know, if they read the Constitution right, it said militia. So a person in his own house is not a militia.
No.
They need to, if they're going to have their own guns, have your gun stored at your militia headquarters. You do a psychiatric evaluation every year to see if you can still use your gun, and that'll be it. Now, for your house, you can have a pistol or a shotgun, But this other shit, no.
The thing behind all of this with the objection of these semi ones is though that somebody wouldn't be able to kill as much, or it wouldn't be as much killing or damage, whatever. You know,
Right. To protect your house, you don't need a 70 round clip.
No. Well, you're like a fucking Uzi, man. You spin
You
that
need
shit.
a couple of pops, and that motherfucker be out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, 22 will sting anybody except somebody that's on meth or some shit. Then you need a bigger caliber, like some hollow point, fucking.
No,
38.
you just need to. Don't aim for the chest. Aim for the head. You ain't
You
gonna
know
need
what?
nothing else.
You know what? I coached baseball in the other city I lived in, and one of the guys I got to know because he did work for the security company after he retired from the police department, and I said, well, why? I said, why do you guys always shoot? He said, we're taught to shoot center mass and kill them. I thought to myself, and one of my friends was at work once, and John, and he said he was kind of pissed because they had a medium level drug dealer. The guy got involved in a shootout with fucking 12 cops that shot at him like there was 12 guys shooting at a rabbit. You know, I mean, they could have winged him, but when it's a terrorist, they don't want to kill him because they want to talk to him.
Oh yeah, I was gonna shoot him in the fingernail.
You know, I mean, if you shoot him in the leg, the dude's going to be on what do you call it the rest of his life? Disability.
They're gonna pay him for his disability. You don't know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They can't tell me. I mean, it may happen sometimes where you don't have the shot to shoot anywhere, but
Oh, did you hear about the recent one?
if you shoot about anybody in the leg, it's gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah, he gonna stop him. It's gonna stop him for sure. But you heard about the latest one. The guy was at a normal traffic stop. He couldn't produce his driver's license, black guy. So he panicked. He runs. The cops runs and chase him, tackles him. He's on the ground, facing the ground. The cop says, well, he had my taser. So
I saw that South Carolina.
And then he just shot the dude in the back of the head.
I saw that in South Carolina. The guy was wanted. He had a warrant out because he wasn't paying child support. And this guy chased him. And there was a guy by a tree, had a phone, and he filmed it, and it showed the cop shooting him. And then when the guy was dead, he went and picked up his thing and moved it, you know. And this, but what was bad was the guy with the phone could see this coming, but he said nothing. You know, he could have said something when this guy was alive that would have kept him from being killed, but he didn't say shit.
But you don't know what's the intent of the officer. You're not in his head. You don't know his frame of mind. You don't know what this guy do. You know, you probably figure, well, regular people would think, yeah, he tackled him to the ground and he took care of him.
No, dude, if I'm a cop,
if a cop think ain't nobody looking, he gonna do all his dirty work.
If I'm lazy by nature, I detest running. You know, I just do.
The cops hate running. They
when
really
I was in high school, but he pulls a person over that's only his only crime, if you can call it that, was that he didn't pay child support. Who gives a shit? I ain't fucking running after him. I ain't getting out of that car. Fuck it.
That's you, Tony. But to a cop, it's like, oh, you got me running. Now he's all mad and pissed off because he got to chase you. And then, you know, adrenaline flowing. He'll allow him to do something. Like the instructor, she goes to her right side and she's right-handed. She says, taser. You train these cops to use their taser. She's the trainer. She pulls her gun, says taser, and no, nothing looked yellow in her hand, but she still said taser.
Oh, yeah. That was that young guy that could have lived just by fucking not trying to get away. He couldn't get away.
I watched a video on police around the world, and America's training hours were 96 in the world for the amount of hours the cops get training before there was 437 hours or something, and yeah, it was not number 96 in the world, and apparently you have 18,000 different police forces which work under different rules, so very hard to manage.
Yeah.
18,000 different
identities
that are involved in the police in America.
I don't think the ones in London get. I think they're not allowed guns, are they? I think they got tasers or something like that.
They don't even have
It was interesting, just a
But-
different way countries approach it, you know.
But you know that guy's mentality. It had to have been in the back of his head that shot the guy wanted for back child support. It had to have been in his head.
It probably become personal to him because he ran.
Yeah, but
It
listen,
got to a personal thing.
if I get a radio call and they say, well, this guy's wanted for, what they call these guys now, instead of wanted, they call him person of interest to tone it down. He person of interest in a murder case. Okay, we got to use a lot of caution here, but when you get a call and you run this guy's plate, that it said his only wrong thing is that he didn't pay child support. Well,
Right.
now his wife or his ex-wife, his children, they're all rich.
Right.
What?
There we go, though. We got a possible suspect, person of interest from the last week's murder. He may be armed and dangerous. Now they got the cop all hyped up. You know what I mean?
Everybody's
This guy probably got a Snickers bars or something in his hand.
There is one of my friends retired. He was a cop, and he said everybody hates a cop, everybody loves a firefighter, And that was, and I happened to see him on his last day too. He was a good guy, He lived in a smaller town. He didn't go looking for that shit.
Right.
But-
Now it goes all the way back to when Trayvon Martin got killed. The boy walking around with a Sprite and a candy bar. This civilian, stand your ground. He follows him and then shoots him.
Florida's
And
got
he
some.
get away with it.
Florida's got to rethink their laws.
Oh, they ain't gonna do nothing with this Ron DeSantis in there. This dude is a straight up idiot. A straight up idiot.
Well, you know what? I'm glad it ain't me that. I'm glad it ain't me that's got to make split second decisions like they do. But in this particular case I'm talking about, there was nothing. It wouldn't have warranted a foot chase, man. It's fucking support, child support. Impound his car, fucking.
You remember the one, Tony? The little 12-year-old boy playing in the park with a fake gun, and all these police cars drew right up on him like this. They got out the car. They wasn't in danger. They got out the car and shot the 12-year-old boy with a toy gun. Like that. It wasn't even 10 seconds.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta tell you, this happened to me when I was like 15. Some of my friends lived away from me. I was over in their neighborhood, and it was winter, so I'm running through the park. It's colder than fuck, but I want to get home, man. And all of a sudden, boom! These cars come from all around. These fuckers are going freeze. I'm going, oh shit! Well, we had a report of some guy in the park with a gun. Why are you running? I said, it's fucking cold out here. Like 10 below zero. Well, I want to get fucking home, When it's fucking stroll like it's a summer,
What did they tell you? You fit the description?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? He said running. So running was the key there. How long ago did you get this fucking call? You probably in the wrong part of the park.
Right. Because that's
But
what
that's
we do at the park.
That fucking these cars come in because they were sitting there without their headlights on. They were all over, and I'm like, what the fuck?
They put a gun in my face. Working. I'm still in the military, right? I work at the commissary now since my shore duty. Some silent alarm went off. I'm working in produce, right? Easy access to the back, right? I go out back holding some garbage grapes or some shit. These motherfuckers got shotguns in my. What the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? We on base. They aiming it. Like,
Hey, you don't want to steal that bread cart, man. Fuckers are expensive.
I mean, like, look here, man. I got lunch break. What are y'all doing here?
Hey, I was sitting in my backyard. I think it was last year, and this doctor I had, she wouldn't sign off on my I had long-term disability, $2,000 a month for 6 months.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't sign off on it because she was the last doctor I saw. And I go, fuck it, man, I might as well off myself, man. All of a sudden, fucking 5 minutes later, woo, these guys come over. They got, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm sitting in the back because I go, okay, they're not going to leave till I talk to them. So I got my phone, and my phone's black, and I got it up here. The cop, when he came, I heard him walking, and I turned, and the first thing he did was put his fucking hand on his weapon. I'm like, I see this shit. I see what he's got. He sees what I have. I'm like, scared the fuck out of me, man. Sitting in this chair, listening. Well, yeah, we went to some guy's house because he was suicidal, but we killed him anyway. So, but I saw that at that moment it happened. It's like it slowed it. I could see it as clear as you holding up a bottle of fucking water like that, man. And I'm like, man.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens when something really life-threatening. I mean, everything around you just you can see it just go. And
I just turned my head. My side of view was right like at his, chest, waist. And that's the first thing he saw, because I'm sure he saw that phone in my hand. He goes, well, I thought I heard something back here. Well, but you didn't have to put that right hand on that fucker. Oh, my God. You know what? I was thinking about that the other day. I thought we have a show, and people get to call in or come on with the topic, and it's up to you whether we proceed or not.
Right.
And he reserved the right at any time in the conversation to eliminate it and say next.
And Kiko's talking about he ain't gonna be able to take that heat. I'm getting out of this country because I can't take the heat. You know what I'm saying? I can't even go buy some grits at the grocery store without some idiot coming there shooting up the place.
I enjoyed my time not hearing about America shit when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And all these guys that got channels, not all of them, by the way, in case everyone's listening, but they all sit here, they sit there and they put the different things that people do, the way of life that they do, and they put it down while they're still there, while they're guests. If they're that bothered by the way people do shit, then fucking go back. Yeah. Don't bring that negative fucking bullshit over into my paradise here, where I ain't sweating nothing. People do what they do. Over there, they get creative the way to make a living. They got to make some money, They'll think of anything to do. I mean, at the airport, I got these little guys look like meth heads. Want to all grab my luggage to help me, And I'm like, motherfucker, it's like getting But I had one guy. I gave him 100 peso. That guy must have been in heaven. But they do things different, man. We in Light laugh a little bit about it being different. They're construction workers. They're in America here, maybe same as Australia, but they work. We wear safety shoes. There they work. They work fucking slippers. They don't do. They work on houses. There ain't no safety, nothing, man.
No, what's a harness?
Yeah. When you look at their feet and they got these motherfuckers on.
Working their ass off. I mean, I like.
Yeah, so
that's the one that gets me is I would never, ever be able to play basketball in flip flops.
Oh, I tried.
These motherfuckers be joking and shit. What the?
My brother-in-law kept passing the ball, and I almost busted my fucking skull open a bunch of times tripping on these things.
I tell you, boy, I don't know how they do it.
Well, I forgot to tell you the other week. I had some videos from the beach, and my son's in. Here's this song on there, and you can tell he's a white guy because he's tried busting these moves. He was all out of fucking shape. My wife said, look at Theo. And I look at him, he's going, you know,
You're trying to get to the beat.
yeah. He was liking it, you know. It was comical. We
Yeah.
didn't
Well, all the
yeah,
kids dance the minute they hear music over there.
you know what? Well, one time I was out there, I didn't, you know, when I'm moving around, when I'm doing that, I don't like stopping. These kids were, you know, because kids always come up to you for whatever. And the kid goes, "Oh, you're a vlogger," and his accent, it was Australian. I think he may have been an Aborigines guy or something like that, because his accent wasn't from the Philippines. That was definitely an Australian accent. But I didn't think to say nothing. So, you know, they were all friendly. But like I say, people do different things different ways. And if those folks got YouTube channels that are bothered by it, well, then go back and be bothered with the rest of the shit. You want to deal with that shit you left? I saw a guy in the store, and I'm standing in line with my wife, and I happened to look at the line. It was a long line. I look over, there's this Muslim lady, got beautiful eyes, man. Oh, I go, man, those are beautiful eyes. So I turn my head, I'm talking some more, and I look back, she's still staring at me. You know, I don't know what the hell was going on with that. You know, and I'm not there to do nobody no harm. They all look away. If you look right at them in the eyes, they'll look away. So I meant to say that. I didn't have the chance, but there was I saw two foreigners while I was there. And I walked to the line. This guy kept looking at me. I said, "Hey, hi." He said hi, and I kept walking because I wouldn't wait it outside because my wife had to go through the line. You know, I didn't want to stand there. And I don't mind knowing a couple people, but you know, they have groups over there. Some people do, where they are foreigners, like a community of they sit there and bitch and moan about, you know, this, that, and the other thing. I'm not interested in that. You know, I left when I left here. I didn't want it to. I didn't want to be reminded of it. I wanted to live in a different way, and I didn't miss any of it. I was no freaking stress. You know, none of that shit.
Well, you know how foreigners are. They want to bring their own culture to it. You can't do your shit.
You know, they don't think that they sit there and bitch and moan because they don't have it the way they want to have it, and they ain't got that. What makes it the way it is over there is the way things are. That's what makes it appealing to me. You know, that's what I like. I don't, you know, if you sit there and you bitch about every second of the day and everything and everybody, it's like that eats you up. And it's I'm not gonna, and I tell people too, don't laugh. You know, if you see something that's funny or not right, wait till you're out of earshot before you laugh at that person. You know,
all hell gonna break loose.
Well, that's their way of doing whatever they do. You want to kick them even more than they've already are. You know, don't be. You know, I got a sister like that, man. She'll talk shit and then go, "Oh, why don't you wait till they don't hear you? You're not in your house." When I went to the Dominican Republic, I went to a northern part of the island, Puerto Plata, and there were a bunch of resort, you know. And it's these two nice-looking younger ladies. They got there before the room was ready, so they're wasted by the time it, you know. So I'm up at the desk doing something with the lady, the hostess behind the counter, and this lady, the one, not the goofy one, but the other one. I thought we could work out a trade here. You want me to watch your friend? Your friend's wasted and good looking. I can't keep guys away from her. So she comes up there, ask about a room. So this girl she just came on. She wasn't there when they got there. So she says, "I'm looking in, you know, what's going on in my room, you know?" So the lady's looking stuff up. And then we're in the Dominican Republic, and this lady's from Arizona. And she says, "These fucking Spanish people, they think they can do whatever they, you know." I'm like, hey, we're not in America here. You know, you're on a resort. You can't get away with shit like this outside of it. You know, the lady was helping her, and she was looking the stuff up. She was being cordial and everything. And I apologized for that lady's behavior the next day with that girl because I said a few Spanish words. She goes, "Oh, you speak Spanish?" I said, "No, I just, I said, sorry about that lady the other day because, she's just ignorant, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're in somebody's backyard and you talk like that. You can't think it's going to end well."
That's the arrogance of the Western white women. They all act like Karens when they want to.
Well, I think they were from Arizona, so obviously they were bothered by illegals. Understandably with some folks, but you don't say that. It ain't like the lady was battling her with she was looking it up. She was looking all the information up. Who took the reservation? All that good shit on the computer, And all that lady they
do it.
All that lady had to
do, but you want to go to Puerto Rico.
All that lady had to do was stand there 5 minutes and wait. That's it.
She probably had drunk.
Oh my God! And I'm standing next to her, and she's saying this, and I'm going, "Oh fuck, man!"
You should have turned around and slapped the shit out of her.
I just if ever in my life I had a thought or a feeling like that, I didn't express it to somebody in their country. Oh my God! Just it wouldn't have, Oh, and it was in a lot of that area in the island's poor, but she would not, looking like they look, she would not have had a chance outside of that hotel. I'm thinking, man, I said, wait a minute, she's helping you. Look. Ah, fuck that. Fucking, oh. That kind of interfered with my business that I was doing. That's why I couldn't just walk away right away, But people over there, that guy reminds me of that stupid guy with the trash, raw facts, sewage. It's like, it's so minute, man. It really, it's not like you're talking about the Al Capone fucking tax evasion or some shit.
Was the chick fugly?
She was good looking. They were both good looking. She wanted me to chaperone her friend, and I said to her, this chick had she was a fucking user, I could tell. She wanted me to chaperone her all night long. She'd pay me for it. I said, look at your friend here, man. Your guy's going to be coming out of the woodwork for to rap with her and leave. What am I going to tell him? No, don't go. You can't go. Well, who are you? Yeah, you get my ass kicked for nothing,
Breaking news. Two white
told her
here in Puerto Rico.
I told her maybe I was in Puerto Rico too. I said maybe we could work out a trade, And she goes, "Oh no." I said, "Oh." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Forget it." That was back in 11 years ago or something like that. No. Yeah.
Well, you can take the Karen out of the country, but you can't take the country out of Karen.
Oh
she
my
gonna act
God.
a fool no matter what.
Just when you think you wouldn't be shocked, then something comes up.
I know. And then you got white people saying, "What white privilege?" And then you see it. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to do. You see it every day. Every day. You got drivers that just drive the way they feel like it in the States. They'll just, coming out of their driveway, traffic flowing down the regular thoroughfare. They backing out of the damn parking space in the house in the garage with the slowest of pace, oncoming traffic. They backing the vehicle out in the street and then move so slowly to get out. You in oncoming traffic. If somebody hits you, it's your fault.
This is something I saw in the hood on one of my bus routes. I'm driving, and nobody there goes. They could do whatever, man. It's like the Philippines almost. And these two guys cross. They both get their cars damaged, but they're still drivable. The guys get out of their car. Obviously, either both or they got we don't want to stick around for no cops. They both got in the back of their cars and left. That was it.
No insurance passed or nothing.
Oh, no insurance, maybe a warrant, who knows? But what are they gonna do? They know that guy ain't got shit. They both got shit cars. One just
Hey, I would have just went bye and drove off. Wouldn't have been no discussion.
I'm do that too.
Piece of car, and you ain't got no insurance. Hey, the dude just hit me, man. Because we both got beaters. Ain't nobody gonna be trying to claim no claim.
Here's what happened. This happened to me on a bus route. I'm at this stop. I'm stopped at a light to let people on. Plus the light's red. And all of a sudden I hear this. I feel this boom. I look at my mirror and the fucking car went up underneath the bus in the back. And the guy came running and he came quick. I thought he was going to come around to the door, so and get whatever information or whatever. He goes and fucking takes off. And the cop came. Me and the cop are both jumping on the fucking hood trying to get it up underneath the bumper, We finally did. But I had to describe him. I said, well, he looks like you, It was kind of dark. And I'm like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? And it turns out that the guy checked the car out, and the car was registered to somebody on the south side of town, which really don't mean much anymore. People are all over. But it wasn't the guy's car. I thought this dude must have been looking at the radio because I was at a dead stop for at least 2 minutes, And when you get hit from behind with them buses, you don't feel a lot. You're more worried for that car. You'll feel damage. I had a guy with an Indian guy driving a cab, and I'm sitting there because this drunk spun out in front of me. And I'm sitting there a good minute, All of a sudden, boom. And I'm on the phone talking to the dispatcher, and the guy comes up and he goes, blah, 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 like this, he's fucking, I'm like, dude, I'm on the phone. Turns out it was a taxi, and the guy slammed into the bus at whatever he was doing, the speed limit. It was 60 kilometers an hour or something like that. And fucked up that cab. Well, the lady there was a guy and a woman. The woman in the back seat looked like Martin Lawrence in Big Mama's house.
Yeah.
She was huge, man. And I see these guys in this stretcher. They're fucking struggling to go up this hill.
That's fucked up.
And I'm like, the dispatcher goes, the guy gets on my bus to drunk, and he spun out. Dude came flying. He must have been doing 80 kilometers, 90. And he comes up behind his car twice, and all of a sudden he loses it. Because at first he almost lost it, and he got control. Oh, good, man. I started moving around again. He did it again. Spun the car around. Would have been just fine with stopping. But no, he punched it. Like it was like a demo derby. Comes across the front of me on an angle and bust one of my marker lights, So then the guy gets on the bus, and I said, get on the bus instead of standing on a freeway. So he's talking to me. He's going, yeah, it ain't been a good day. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, this car's important to me. Me and my wife, I'm getting divorced, and I need this, I need that. And I look up in the camera, and I said, day ain't over with yet, is it? I looked up there. These guys were laughing when they saw the tape on that. They go, well, you should have talked to him more about whatever, man. I was fucked up because when the cops came, the sheriffs, I said, hey, this guy's wasted on something. I don't smell no alcohol, but he's fucked up. They started looking at his car, and they arrested him. But
Tony, I'm reading a story that happened in Roswell, Georgia. Home Depot employee was impaled with a crowbar, went through her 54-year-old woman's abdomen.
Oh, man.
While she was on the on the forklift.
Forklift?
Yeah, a crowbar. Right through her gut.
Aye. Well, did she live?
Yeah, well, let's see here. They took her to the hospital. That was all.
That's a very, you talk about getting a freaking infection, man.
See, in stable condition.
More than antibiotics.
Can you imagine being impaled with a crowbar?
They had a guy that my friend worked at this. It used to be called Bucyrus area. They make big mining equipment, and now it's just Bucyrus, and I think it's Bucyrus. And there was a kid there. I think he was a new summertime help, maybe, and he was underneath this pallet, and he moved this. He touched something, and it just fucking crushed him. You know.
Hmm.
He didn't know but about 1 second or less than a second of that, but it flattened the guy out. You know?
What a way to go.
Ugh.
I got a friend up the road. He was working at the power plant. And they were refurbishing something. It's got these big doors that come down or something, and someone didn't put the pin in right. And he was working with the apprentice, and he seen the door coming down. He put his hand, try and push the apprentice out of the way, fucking straight through the apprentice's neck and decapitated him. And then he lost his hand because his hand got caught as he was trying to push the bloody apprentice out, you know.
Damn.
He says he still sees it every night, you know.
Oh, I bet. God.
Fucking 16-year-old kid.
Now, if he hadn't tried to push him, he probably wouldn't have got cut.
Yeah, but he said he didn't. He just, you know, he didn't have time to think. He just seen it.
A reaction.
Get away, and yeah, he's had like 42 operations on his hand or something.
He had it cut. He got it cut off.
They reattached it. It, and then he does have. Man, that's probably 6-7 years ago now. So he does have some movement, but he's got, you know, pretty much.
We got this guy here that used to play for the American football team here, Green Bay Packers, and this guy never missed a day, never missed a game, and I don't know how many years he played, 10 or 12. And he does a Packers show on TV. You know, he's real good at it. Larry McCarron, his name is. His finger, he has a finger, his little finger. It's all twisted. It just it's like this part here is back. Yeah, I mean, it's just he had a choice between cutting it off and keeping it like that and playing. He chose to keep playing. No. And his finger's just sitting. It doesn't do anything. It's all fucked up. You know, it's kind of like dead. And that guy chose. He could have had it cut off, but he chose to play. He wanted to keep his finger. And that's how much he liked playing. He's real good at the job he's got now too. But I gotta say, you know, he didn't he played on the teams that really sucked here.
Okay.
So, you know, nobody really thinks of his name when they hear it. But that was his center. He was their center for, I don't know if it had to have been 9 plus, something like that. But I don't know, man. I was supposed to be getting a fight with this guy in school, and he went in the carpenter shop later that day, and he cut his fingers. He had his finger underneath the board. He was running through over the saw, the table saw. Cut his fingers off on an angle. I see the guy like a week
45 degrees.
Yeah, always like, and he couldn't make a fist because he's right-handed. So I guess I can't fight you no more. You know, he showed me, and I thought I was so fucking happy, man, because this guy would have pummeled me, man. You know, I didn't even know him, you know, but I was kind of happy inside, you know. I mean, he didn't seem like a bad person, but I don't know, man. He's probably on disability or something. Who knows? Hey, this is an old one right here. Got the lurkers. Come on up, lurkers in the background. I miss a couple of you. 9 Random is here somewhere. Maybe he's one of the lurkers. But no matter what, no matter how much I have a difference of opinion on anything or whatever, I think what's allowed on here, you know, like the dude and the bullshit channel, that ain't right, man. It just festers, it feeds. You know, you get more and more goofballs. And I look at the answers of these people and I think to myself, maybe you were that bully in grade school, you know, that didn't do everything like and you're fucking with somebody because they're different. But I stuck up for a kid in 6th grade because he was a short guy. He was a year ahead of me, but he was real short for his age. And kids were fucking with him. And I said, leave him the fuck, you know. I don't know what I would have done if this guys would have said, oh yeah. But I said, I saw him fucking with him because I don't like to see that, you know. This kid never did nothing to those kids. You know, it was three kids that were a lot taller, you know, than he was. And they left him alone. I couldn't remember right away. But I said, did they, after I said that, did they leave you alone? He goes, oh yeah. Oh yeah, down the road. I remembered a couple hours later. But nobody's got time for that shit, you know, at this stage in life. I'm telling you. I don't think you should be allowed to do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, they don't care. They're making money off the channel, so they don't give a shit.
Well, I don't think that guy that has the raw sewage there, I don't think he man, I don't even know how many subscribers he looks at. I haven't even really looked at it, but
No idea.
But I have, you know, life is shorter now, obviously, for me anyway. But
He's got 2,000. He's got 2.93K.
look at this. This negative cocksucker's got 2,900 people, and I got 58.
See, you're not negative enough.
Oh my!
You got to
You know
start
what?
hanging shit on everyone,
Shit.
creating clickbait and saying,
So
you know, I don't
maybe
know.
I had to revert back to my old American ways.
Or maybe he bought them. You know, who knows?
Oh my God, 29.
Some channels buy subscribers and views, comments.
I see some people that record shit with their phone very badly too. You know, some Filipinos, and they got 3,000 subs. What? Why?
If that person would been in England, he would not have that many subscribers. It's just because he's living down there and he has a couple of videos of the area around there, and that's why he has the subscribers.
Well, you know what? When I started doing this, watching things, I always liked watching, seeing videos from other parts of the world. Because when I was a kid, you know, you only knew what you read in a book. You didn't see this shit on TV or nothing. And it's cool that we can talk like this too from people all over the world here. And I never thought I'd be sitting here talking to a guy from Norway and Australia. You know, I mean, that didn't even come to
Right.
But yeah, and that doofus over there in Washington, yeah, him too,
Right.
But I always liked watching that kind of thing, and I got a lot of enjoyment out of it. You know, I like watching it. You know, there was a lot of it after my first 2 visits. I went, man, you know, I got to get there. You know, took a long time, boy, but I finally got it. You know? I told my son, I said, you're gonna have to take this safe thing back to your house here. Come this fall.
What's going on?
I think I'm gonna.
It's only 7:39.
I think it's gonna be in my best interest not to have surgery as of today, anyway.
I see.
Excuse me for a
Hey,
second.
Jonah.
My sandwich right now for my dinner.
Jonah.
Oh, I thought
Don't
it was
taste right.
Jonah.
I put banana.
Hey, Ronald, Jonah's got YouTube. Why don't you have her come on here?
That's all I ate all day, and it's 4 o'clock.
Oh, he's muted us.
Oh, I think I ate one other burger, but I didn't put any bread on it. I just ate the thing.
Well, that, you know, I like it when people include us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been in the house all day.
I get to know about their day better without answering any personal.
Well, the lady I talked to was a practical nurse or something for the VA.
You never know; they might slip up and give you
Well, it might
something
be real
juicy.
bad. So you want to put the lidocaine patch on your
For
back.
anybody that's wondering, that's
And on the thigh.
that's the professor
Yeah,
out there in
Messed up, but
Washington
I'm
State.
trying not to move. I've been in this. Did I go out today? Yeah, I think I went out this morning before it
You
started
spend all your
raining.
time in that freaking bed. What do you think, man? Me
Hey,
and
mi
Morty.
amor.
Well, it's gonna be an ugly day. No
Yeah,
need
yeah.
going out. So I just went to get cigarettes and came
No,
back.
no, man.
I've been here ever since.
2 and 3 and 4 gentlemen
I
in
was
the
stocking up my candy pack again with all
Yeah.
my favorites. And
No girl
Yeah.
dare, no
sure,
girl dare to come up, Fatih.
Oh, you get it on the box again?
But I'm the king here.
Maricel bought this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going in that box.
Can I have some
Who's he talking to? Is
sneakers?
he talking to
Got plenty of
Jonah?
Snickers.
Yeah.
God, love you.
Love you too. It's my private stock.
Love you, 3.
I'm just taking out the Kit Kats, the Reese cups,
There ain't nothing private about it.
Twix, the M&Ms. I'm putting the rest of these in the box. The Mars bars. The
You don't like it?
no.
Okay. Why? What like taste of ano?
I don't like these
Oh, I
either.
think that's his sister.
Why?
Peppermint.
Ano?
Ah.
You're gonna share them with us, man.
No,
Ano
you
ba
can
yan?
smack your bag.
Gusto mo bang?
Tell you that's my private stock. I keep it on the bed when I got midnight snack. I
Keep it on the bed because you spend most of your day there.
pull out something, open it up, eat it, go back to sleep. I know it's not good. That's why my teeth are falling out. Because I don't brush when I get up.
And you figure, fuck
I
it,
didn't brush
leave it.
till what day was that?
Okay, we got past 2 hours here, man. We can cut this off and we can use all the F-bombs we want. So thanks for all the lurkers for showing up today. Nice seeing you guys again.
No alcohol.
Come around more often.
I
See you
can't do
next
it no
time.
more. So your brothers and uncles gonna want me to drink.